Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Mexico City Diablos and the Houston Gunners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
And we are underway from Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
To throw on second down. Caps. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Caps. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. From the gun on third down. Caps under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come anywhere in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries for an even 100 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Myers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Myers now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Tucker. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, good move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Myers throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete as well. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And
this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Caps. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Caps. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caps. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off play action. Caps. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Caps. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 5 now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Caps. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So now the goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. Well, now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can.
He's going to throw out the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Myers off the play fake. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
To throw is Myers. Throwing on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Myers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Diablos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now out comes Houston.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Caps. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Myers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now Myers Throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Yeah, boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Caps. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on 1st down. Caps. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caps. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Myers over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Myers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw. Myers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, Caps. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Caps. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Caps. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Colvin. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Caps. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Gunners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. The Packers get a very, very important victory as that moves them to 10-6 on the year with one game remaining. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as with 1 week to go, they move their mark to 12-4. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Myers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Myers now. Throwing again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Tucker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Myers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Myers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On first down, Caps firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun. Caps. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Caps. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Looking to throw. Caps. Center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Caps. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Myers. This one caught by Winslow. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And here's Myers. Off play action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off the play fake. Myers. Throwing left side, it's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Myers on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Tucker.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Myers staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
A second field goal here this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down. Caps. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Caps over the middle. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Caps. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Caps. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it.
Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Looking deep downfield. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Caps. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caps. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Colvin. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down,
Caps gets it off to Freeman.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun. Caps. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Caps.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he stopped immediately there. To throw on 3rd down. Caps.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick here is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Myers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Myers.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
To throw is Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun. Caps.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Myers on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for our visitors,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.